Minnesota has more eagles than any other state in the lower 48, and so it seemed fitting that we start out our exploration of Minnesota at the National Eagle Center in Wabasha. The center itself has some really well done educational exhibits both on natural history of eagles and also cultural significance. They have several rehabilitated ambassador eagles that you can see and that a volunteer can talk to you about. They have an observation platform that looks out over on the river that you can see behind me, where there's a good chance you're going to see eagles. It sounds like year round. In the winter there's lots, in the summer there's less, but we've seen 3 already today and we really haven't been here very long. We also saw a really great presentation which they offer on a daily basis where you can learn more about eagles and also get to meet one of their ambassador eagles.
Hi everyone. It is my honor and privilege to introduce you to the National Eagle Center's 7-year-old young adult male lab. I know, right? Pretty cool, huh? Today is a day where, just like in the wild, Lab is eating some fish. We get about 5 miles of open riverway in the winter months, and if you've ever been covered in 7,000 feathers, if you know where the food is, like a 5-mile long fish market from Red Wing or Reed's Landing down to Wabasha, you know, very cool. You would know that Wabasha is a place where you can live even in the winter months.
When I think of Minnesota, one of the things I think about is water. I know one of its nicknames is the land of 10,000 lakes after all, and so I thought it would be fitting for us to spend some time on the water while we were here in Minnesota. And so today I'm going to be taking a kayak tour with Broken Paddle Guiding Company in Wabasha to go see the flooded forest. First, my guide Isabella used the big map on the shop wall to show me where we were and where we were headed. The funny thing about what I thought was going to be my Minnesota kayak trip is that the first thing we did was drive back over the river into Wisconsin. So I had a great kayaking trip with my guides Isabella and Cole yesterday. We got to look at a really unique landscape as well as some great critters. We saw eagles, muskrats, turtles, and even a cute little water snake. So now we are headed on to something completely different, which is the Mall of America in Minneapolis. And along the way, we are gonna do a couple of quick stops. Right now we are in Hastings, which is just south of the Twin Cities. We just made a quick stop at Vermilion Falls to take a walk around and to see the falls. Probably know that when we can, we try to taste a regional dish or two when we're traveling. When I was researching Minnesota, what I came across was the tater tot hot dish. And after verifying with a couple of actual Minnesotans that it is indeed a thing, I did a search which has led us here to the Mason Jar, which is a restaurant that has an entire section on their menu dedicated to Minnesota favorites and a tater tot hot dish that is well known. Decided to pick something off the Minnesota favorites menu. I've got that tater tot hot dish, and Dale has pot roast. So you might wonder what a tater tot hot dish is, because I did. So we've got tater tots, obviously, some seasoned ground beef, some cream of mushroom, and some corn. I think that is it. And then some cheese on top. So we're gonna see how it is. Kind of thing I like.
It's like pot roast.
When I mentioned that we were headed to Mall of America next, one of my kayak guides actually suggested that we visit the wildlife refuge that is really close by. In fact, where we're standing now is only 5 minutes from the Mall of America and sort of worlds away. So it's a great chance to escape from the city. We've got them right side by side. There's 14,000 acres here with trails and quite a lot of wildlife. Which is the #1 tourist attraction in Minnesota.
Yeah, that's kind of why we're here. It's not usually what we do on this channel, but malls are kind of nostalgic for us Gen Xers, so we wanted to see what's going on in the mall these days.
America is the biggest mall in the U.S. What really sets it apart probably isn't the size as much as it is all of the other activities that are here to do.
Yeah, it's basically a mall wrapped around an indoor theme park, and there's a movie theater, of course. There's also a go-kart track,
mini golf.
Yeah, there's no way we can list everything.
But there's definitely something for everybody. There's stuff for kids and there's stuff for adults. another stop at Minnehaha Regional Park on our way north out of Minneapolis. There is a pretty big waterfall here that we wanted to see, and so we just stopped off again. It's another park that's sort of in this long chain of green spaces that stretch along the river in between the Twin Cities. It seems like they have a lot of really nice green space and park systems here, from the wildlife refuge that we already visited to more city-like parks like this. Spitting like crazy. Oh my gosh.
So we attempted to see Hidden Falls here, but there's just too many mosquitoes.
They're crazy.
Yeah, falls aren't that charismatic, and there's just too many mosquitoes. So we hightailed it out of there. So we are in Moorhead, Minnesota, just about to cross the border, but we had one last stop at the Yumkampf Museum.
The main exhibits here are a replica Viking ship and a replica Stav church, along with some really nice exhibits on local history. Hjemkomst means homecoming in Norwegian, and it's a fitting name for the ship housed here. This ship was built by a Minnesota man with a dream to build and sail a Viking ship, and in 1982, this ship actually did make the journey from Duluth to Oslo.
So making life-size Scandinavian replicas seems to be a bit of a hobby around here, because another guy decided to build a stave church in the late 90s.
We've done a wide variety of things in the last couple of days in Minnesota, and we've had a great time.
Yeah, we had quite a variety. We got outside, we spent a day in the mall, which we haven't done in ages, and now we're looking forward to heading on to state number 6 in our quest to see all 50 states, which is North Dakota, and we're pretty close to the border right now.
Yep, we will be there in the morning, and we hope that you will join us as we continue on this adventure. And until next time,
Enjoy your travels.